What is up, fam? You are looking live into a boy. Oh, my bad. I'm just trying to see. Okay. Made sure I had everything before I left the house. I got my phone, got my wallet, got my money, got my keys. Of course, I got this. But now I found out how to reset my system before I use this, where I may have not, I don't have to. I got to get a paper clip, stick it in a TPSM port, and tap it up against the metal and ground it out. And then once it starts blinking, start driving. Then when it stops, all my tire pressure, because it's all of it is not reset. Let me show you. This is what my tire pressure sensor is looking like. You see that? It's not even registering at all. So we got to fix that. All day long, we got to fix that. So it is your main man here. Dark skinned and not offended, clean shaven, no misbehaving. Dark Vader's only son and Count Chocula's favorite nephew. It is your man, he is I, and I is him. The one and only Accounting Tom. And it is midweek. Yes, it is midweek. Yes, because step 3 is the credit card debt. And we gonna knock out, if not one, both of them. Or if we knock out one, we'll get the other one and pay the interest and get it back to, okay, there's money on the card. So that we'll be definitely doing today. And so I am excited. I am so happy that all of this is starting to work itself out and make it happen, Captain. As my little brother Kevin would say, we about to get this thing rolling. So, of course, you already know, we do it live. We knock out the bills live. We do that live. Also, probably, if I'm off today, I was told last night that I was off today. I did not know that. I was looking at the wrong schedule because they kept trying to tell me I'm always wanted Thursdays off. Well, as soon, one day I'm going to get 2 days off, and I'd rather have Wednesday and Thursday. Good morning, good morning. You know, like the video when you check in. I appreciate that. Thank you for checking in, real. See, I can only look at things when I'm parked and I'm not moving. Okay, good. You stay in that lane. I'm out. So, step 3 today, credit card debt. We do that live. We pay the bills live online. I'm going to probably do it on StreamYard. How day going? It ain't even got started yet, but I did wake up this morning, so it got to be a good day. I woke up this morning, you know. I have a cousin that has cancer, and my little cousin called me, her nephew. She's in hospice, so I don't know how long she got left, but you know, my thoughts and prayers. Whoa, what are you doing? Thank God I got newer brakes. Jesus Christ. Whoever thought of this traffic engineering shit is dumb as hell. So yeah, so I'm glad to be alive. She may not be alive by the end of the week, you know, so, you know, of course, the thoughts and prayers goes out to my whole entire family. You know, I lost 2 cousins in 3 years. You know, that'll be my 2 first cousins I've been lost in 3 years, you know, and then my dad 5 years ago in May. So it's been wild. Yeah, I know. You know, I wish death on no one. And then my oldest brother's back home in Detroit, and he has MS, and he's hanging on. He's still trying to fight, you know. So this is the thing that happens when you start living long enough. Mom, grandma, dad, grandpa, all of them are gone. You know, my Uncle Ennis, my Aunt Helen. The only 2 that's left is my Uncle David and my Uncle Greg, and you know, my Aunt Arlene, but that's on my great aunt's side of the family, you know, because she was the de facto connector between the two families, you know, so she's still around, but her daughter, my cousin January, passed. You know, this was about 12, 13 years ago. You know, I still think about them all every day. And what I do is corny, is stupid, but it makes sense to me. Every full moon, I just go down the family list and shout them out, just to let them know that they're not forgotten, you know, because their existence did mean something, you know, because, you know, my cousin Jennifer, that was my Uncle Ennis's only daughter. You know, thank God she had kids, so at least I know I can still have some of my uncle around, and my cousin. They were my first cousins. You know, so that's always rough when you know you about to have a death in the family. That's never easy. But you still got to get up and grind. I'm still happy to be alive. Yeah, I can wake up and my knees are pop. You know, I can pop my shoulder and my back and my neck and everything else. And then we got to get after it. And that's why I said budgeting is a discipline thing. If you don't have the discipline, you can't budget. And I know I got the discipline because I budget all the time. You know, I got my dope dealer bag in the back. I got, you know, I call it my dope dealer bag because I used to keep all my roll of singles in there from all the pizza deliveries I was doing. And I mean, now it's being streamlined. Shit is being put on the card. Try to keep less cash on me. So now the dope boy bag is gonna be the bag I put my laptop in because I work from home tomorrow. So like I said, we doing a live stream tomorrow at home in the Quan Room Studios, which is my little brother's room, which used to be my guest room because my brother had to come stay with us. Well, he ain't had to. I wanted him to come stay with us because then he could get influenced by me on how I do stuff around the house. I overbuy everything. And if he's in the chat, he will tell you I overbuy everything, where it's paper towel, toilet paper, washing detergent, dishwasher, the dishwasher detergent, the detergent, the wash dishes, because my wife like to do them by hand. I throw them in the dishwasher, screw all of that. I don't have time. So I overbuy for everything. So if I don't get a text by 12 o'clock that I'm here for one of the drivers at my store because his allergies is fucking with him, I got them drugs too. I got an Amway, I got an online e-commerce business I'm trying to get off the ground. One day I'm gonna start linking that to my bio, and then you could go check out my Amway store. You know, so I'm trying to get it all revenues. It ain't just gonna be just working the 3 jobs, Uber and Lyft, DoorDash, what's the Curry, because Curry works wonderful down here. I just don't have the time to do it. And then you don't get a lot of Curry orders in the afternoon. So if I got off at, let's say, maybe at 3:30, I may could get a Curry order, maybe. Oh, good, they getting over. He coming in and I'm going out. Let me zoom past this guy. So I use Curry a lot. I got the vest. I got to get a hard hat, which my nephew can give me one. He's out there in Utah at an oil refinery. And I be like, man, send me a hard hat. And I think what was a sensor that you could pick up radon, and if you got a gas leak, I forgot what it was called, but he got those sensors. I told him to send me one. I still ain't got it. So every time he called me, I'll be like, I'm waiting on my sensor. My sensor need to be in the mail. Fuck is you talking about? Oh, so we got an accident. That's why it's all bottlenecked up over here. It's cool. Yeah, so if I don't get a call today to come to work and fill in for Will, we gonna do a ride along to go home. And then once we do the ride along to go home, Vinny done said twice this week we doing an off the clock. So I got an off the clock. I got to do step 3. So once I get the StreamYard stuff figured out, then we could do step 3. And then I could do step 3, go over the spreadsheet, go over the new debt count, go over the new savings count, and then we could go ahead and go from there. And then we gonna do step 4. Step 4 is we gonna get that SoFi account. And I'm gonna start putting money in my SoFi account to save for my battery for my Nissan Leaf. And then I'm gonna have a savings for me personally, because more than likely next year in April, I'll be moving. And then we'll move to a bigger place. We'll still stay in the same general area here in Tampa, where it fits everybody. The wife can stay on her one street to go to work. Me and my brother can get on this Howard Franklin and go to work, or the Courtney Campbell, whichever is fitting. And then we go. We make it do what it do. All right, I had to roll up the windows for a second and let some air in this car. Actually, there we go. So yeah. So we got a very busy week starting from Wednesday on out. Because then we do step 3, we got to do step 4. And once we do step 4, then we can get into, if I can knock out both credit cards, more than likely, I know I can knock out one. And I'm going to take the other one over the overdraft part or the interest. And I got to make a payment. So I'll get that under the 1,000. And then more than likely try to get them to take off the late payment and just build that card back up. Hopefully paying the whole thing off. And then we do step 4, set up the SoFi account, and then we pay rent. Then we go ahead and we try to go ahead and move to step 5. And the step 5 is the initiate of the 50-30-20 rule, and then budgeting. Of course, I got to do the groceries and all that other stuff. That's minor. Those are really no steps. You know, once we get to 6, 7, and 8, all that is going to be paying credit card debt. The cars that I don't use, the cars that are closed, they already got a debt collection company attached to them. So what I want to do is get in contact with them and pay the whole debt, get it in writing so they can take it off my credit report. Because some debts, if you pay them, they'll still report it like it's still a debt even though you paid it. So of course I'm gonna have my backup that I paid it. I want it in writing so they can remove it off my credit report. And then we just knock off one debt at a time. So, ooh, excuse me, that'll be the every week thing. That'll be the Dave Ramsey thing that we snowball lowest to biggest. And then we keep it pushing. And then of course, the less debts that I have, the more money you'll start to see that I save. So, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. You know, so that's what we looking at. Step 3 today. And step 3 may be 2 parts because I'm thinking, of course, you knock out one, you take the other one, and you get it back in the status where you can at least make one purchase on it. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. Thank you. And then once you knock that out, the step 3, then we go on to step 4. Interest earning bank accounts. They got high interest earning check accounts. You know, we want the shit that's 4.7, you know, 4.5 or 4.2, something like that. We want high yield checking accounts or savings. Whatever it is, we start throwing money in there. We start taking, after we knock out the debts, we pay our cryptos along the way. We buy our shares for the stocks along the way. And we build up your stock portfolio. And those will be the things, that's the money that you have that'll work for you after your sleep, especially the crypto. Like I said, I use a website, marketcap.com. They give you the rankings for everything. The top stable coins, the top meme coins, the top stocks, and everything else. I could just do like top 25. I'd be like, all right, this is Alabama, Georgia. This is Michigan, Ohio State, and Notre Dame and USC. Whatever it is, start going down the line like it's the top 25 in football. And you put money in just those. Because, or we do a Google and see which ones to give stock dividends. Which one of the stocks pays every month while you have shares. And then you buy those shares. And then you can do those in the rankings, the top stocks to give the highest dividend returns. And then you work those. I mean, however it is, the more money you got to use for it, and then you get the money working for you, the more money you keep for yourself. Because eventually you're going to have to start saving for yourself. You know, that's why you need to eradicate the debt as quick as possible. Because once you eradicate the debt as quick as possible, you'll start to see you'll have more money with your checks that you don't have to put in the right hand and put it in the left hand and hand it to your creditors. No, we want to eliminate that part first. So when we eliminate that part, guess what happens? You'll have more money in your pocket just on GP. You'll be starting to look around and be like, damn, I got $2 grand. How the fuck I get that? Well, you ain't got no more debts. You done paid all your debts. The only debts is the recurring ones. Your cell phone, your rent, your car note, your light bill, your car insurance if you have it. Well, car insurance, or car note if you have it. I don't have any car notes. So my recurring bills is always going to be rent, the light bill, car insurance, and my cell phone bill. That is it. I have no subscriptions and all that other shit, the Hulu, the Netflix. I don't have none of that. Don't need it. I got a burner account. I watch all my shit on the burner account. Watch all my TV shows and everything else, and I'm Gucci. You know, so that's how we living. That's the best way to live. You know, because then when I get my whole checks, I keep all my whole checks. That's why I'd rather get them now, knock out all the debts, all this other stuff. Because then, of course, if I'm off today, you already know it's going to come in. Of course, we do step 3. We do that live, and you see it in real time how your boy is knocking out debt. And once you see somebody knocking out debt, and then we got to put the credit report up there too. And then we got to start seeing how that look from month to month, you know. And then once you see the credit report go up, then of course, then you're going to have all the mail. Oh, we approved you for this. This is guaranteed and all this other stuff. Man, fuck all that shit. We ain't trying to add to that. We trying to knock out the debt, keep the 2 cars that I have, and we keep it rolling. That is it. Nothing else matters. We are not doing that. Because that's how they get you in debt. It's like the Tony Soprano. Every time I get out, they pull me back in. So, no, you just have to look at that shit and be like, nah, B. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I don't need that. Dude, why is you driving a truck and not using your blinkers? Jesus Christ. Woo-wee, these people are nuts out here. So, yeah, this is what your boy got to deal with on a daily basis, of course. Somebody who can't drive a truck, don't use a blinker. They drive their truck like they drive their car. Like they have no consideration of other people in traffic. Yeah, I'm like, y'all, we gonna blow by this dude and we just gonna keep it pushing. Because I don't have time for this. So yeah, so that's what we doing today. And that's if I'm off. If I don't get a text message by a certain time, it's game on for step 3. That's for sure. Because I done got paid before I got home. So the money will be there. There's money still in there right now. And then I got money in my pocket. You know. Because when you budget, you'll start to notice, you'll start to have more money on for you. What I do is try to keep myself ahead. A lot of people, they'll budget and they'll see the extra money and go buy shit. And then now you back broke with $30 in your pocket. Fuck no. If I got $500 in my pocket just for general purposes, let that stay in my pocket for general purposes. I ain't got to use my credit cards to get gas. That's why I got the $500 in my pocket for GP for. We use that to buy gas. My bad, I got 5. I got a car wash subscription. My bad, I'm lying right now. Bad. Stop lying to people. I do got a car wash subscription, so let me stop right there. Because I do need to keep my cars washed and clean at all times. So my bad. So I got 5 monthly expenses I have to take care of every month. So gotta have that. And my car wash subscription is unlimited. If I wash my car earlier on my off day and it rains, and I be like, all right, then you see the steam come off the ground and the humidity go up 40,000%, then I could go ahead and go back and get it washed again that same day. So, and drink your water. Woo, that hit different. No, but yeah, we doing it today, live. Let me not get a text message by 12 o'clock, you know, that I'm not coming in. Watch your boy go straight home. We gonna go straight from the ride along, go home, in the ride along stream, start the StreamYard stream, do the live, share the screen, pay a bill online. You can see it real time that I'm not fucking around. Just like I did with the cell phone bill. And I had to do the light bill because I had to do the light bill early in the morning, so I couldn't share that. Only way I could have shared it unless I got up at 5 a.m. Which if I know I'm gonna work all day, I'm not gonna try to get up at 5 a.m. I'd rather get up at 6 or at the maximum 6:30, get dressed, be out of the house by 7:20, something like that, and then we get it going. And then get to work before 8 and get started. So once we get that cracking, then we can get the day going and get out of the day job as quick as possible, whether if it's 3:45 or 4 o'clock on the dot. So today I'll probably get out today. What time is it? 8:06. So I'll probably get out at probably once I clock. Well, I don't have to clock in. It's just once I get there, I just don't lie on my time card. If I got there at 8:15, I ain't leaving till 4:15. So it is what it is on that. And I got my wings from the job. I got my water and wings. The wife gonna be mad as hell because I'm gonna eat them bitches. Then I gotta clean out the refrigerator because of course I gotta do groceries. Well, I'm gonna do my groceries on the Walmart app and then set the groceries up. Either I clean out the refrigerator or the wife will clean it out. And then we ready to do grocery shopping. And then of course, my brother got more strawberries in the refrigerator than the law allowed, and he got them from his job. So we gonna keep the strawberries. We just probably gonna put them in a big ass Rubbermaid container and space it out, because I gotta put in the tea, the water, the apple juice. Yes, I like white apple juice is perfect. That's good for the heart. White apple juice is gorgeous. But I get apple juice and all that other stuff and water. I haven't bought milk a lot lately. My wife on chocolate milk. I don't know why. She can have that shit. So I'll get some chocolate milk for her. And then I haven't bought regular dairy milk at all in a while. It's been a minute. Because see, if I buy cereal, my little brother will eat the cereal without the milk. Especially if I bought something like some peanut butter Captain Crunch. Oh, forget it. That box gone. And then an ounce of milk ain't been used. So, of course, the wife was saying, start back buying cookies and stuff. So I'm like, all right, I'll get you your cookies and all that other shit. And I'll get her some cookies. And, you know, then my brother be walking back and forth, eating them all. Between her and my brother, they'll be walking back and forth, eating all the damn cookies. Not drinking the milk, not eating the cereal. Oh, my brother would eat the cereal, but he'll eat it like it's fucking potato chips. But God bless him. I love my brother. I just fuck with him on that. But yeah, he is awesome. My little brother is doing great, and I'm glad he's here with us. I'm glad he's living with me. We got each other's backs. We can look after each other. We are great. All right. We made it to work. All right. Then we gotta, if I'm off today, after we do that, I'll probably take a nap. Then we'll do the see? There he is. He checked in. That dude got more strawberries in the refrigerator than the law allowed, but I love him for it because I know the wife is eating them and I know I'll eat them too. Quick question, little brother. Is it gonna rain today? Because if not, I'm gonna leave the sunroof cracked open. So let me know if it's gonna rain today. Because I like to keep air in the car. Because boy, I got in here to go on my lunch. I thought I sat down in the Sahara Desert. It was hot as shit in this car. And I had the shade closed for the sunroof. Scattered rain? All right, we'll close it. Damn. They done fucked up a good thing. Damn. Oh, that's right. I got to put it all the way on. There we go. There we go. All right. Since it's going to be scattered showers. All right. Thank you. That's y'all weatherman, my little brother. The Quan Room Studios landlord. Because we going to do it live in his room tomorrow morning. We going to go all up and down through his closet. No, I'm just fucking with you. But we will do it live in the Quan Room Studios, the first one. Because I already done one in the living room. I done one in the dining room. Of course, I done one in the car. This episode is brought to you by the 2014 Nissan Maxima Studios. Of course, we going to do that. He's like, oh, man, see? We got him in. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yes, we got him. So, yes, we're going to be in my little brother's studios tomorrow for the ride along. And we'll probably do that. We'll probably do an hour long for that because I'm already going to be working from home. So we good on that. I already got the dock station set up. And I bought the adapter for my middle monitor for HDMI to DisplayPort, which I think and I think that would keep my monitor clear. I need to buy a new monitor this week while your boy playing. The pawn shop down the street, I'm pretty sure I could get some high definition shit that could fit on my, and get rid of that other monitor and throw it away. And we could go ahead and make it happen. So that's what's on the docket today. Step 3 today for sure. Like I said, if I don't get a text by noon that I'm working, then you know what your boy is doing. We getting after it. We going to start knocking out this debt 1 week at a time until ain't nothing left. The credit scores are being the high 700s. And we can go ahead and make it do what it do after that. So, of course, my little brother, I love you so much. Thank you for checking in. We got Jason checking in. We got Jackson checked in. Benjamin checked in. Thank you for real checking in. Yeah, I know. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. And let's see. Yep, that's all that checked in today. Thank you for the ride along. I don't get a text by 12. I'll do a short on my lunch to let you know we're going to do a ride along to go home. Then we're going to do step 3, live, credit card debt. We knocking that shit out. And then we can go ahead to the weekend and get more money. And then we go to step 4. Or if step 3 could go in 2 parts, we'll do step 3 part 1. And then step 3 part 2. Then we can go into step 4, get the SoFi account set up. And then that's where all my checks, well, half of my check will go in that account. And we can start saving for this Nissan Leaf battery. And then when we get the battery, of course, we're going to have to do a whole long video for that one. That's the drive to the shop. We're gonna drop it off at my mechanics. And then they'll put it in. And then they'll run the little system for it, because the battery will come for instructions. And then it'll come with its own OBD reader to make the car think that the new battery is still the same as the old battery. And then we'll open up the old battery, take out the battery management system, send it back to the battery company Vivni in China. Time to lose that beer. Well, that too. That head looks like a damn pill. Now you sound like my brother. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of time, Daniel. Thank you for checking in. Yeah. Oh no, that's why I'm drinking straight water. Well, because I'm losing weight, because I don't eat like I used to, because I'm working day in and day out. Even at Hungry Howie's, I'll be like, oh, I don't want that. Oh, I'm good. Then I'll just go ahead and get a banana, because for one, when you sweating a lot and I can feel my hamstrings starting to cramp, eat some bananas. That potassium will help you, especially when you sweating like crazy, because yes, when we get to the dog days, when the rubber hits the road, when we get to June, July, August, and September, those 4 months, I'll probably lose 15 pounds just by sweating alone, because I'll be outside constantly at Domino's. I'll be outside constantly with Hungry Howie's. And it's going to be crazy. And so it is what it is, guys. But y'all have a great day. It's 8:17. It's time to go. We got to get it in. We got work to do. It's check run day. So I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all have a great day. Yeah, I got wings. This is lunch. And as long as I eat my protein, I'll be good. The bread is my kryptonite. I cannot get past that damn bread. But y'all have a great day. Y'all take it easy. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Be safe out there. Be aware of your surroundings. And Boodalations 101. Get your money and bounce. Indeed. I'll see y'all later.